Gracias, pueden ir ingresando. Los contralores adelante. Para las personas que recién ingresan, si quieren entrar a internet, la red es Conference y la clave CReCER en altas. Por favor, vámonos acomodando.
You're kindly requested to take your seats. Please also remember to mute your cellular telephones. All the details, the agenda for today and tomorrow are in the event site. You can scan the QR code. This ceremony will be broadcast live and streaming, and the live broadcast can also be accessed through the CReCER 2025 webpage. For those of you who are just entering the room, the network is a conference and the password is CReCER in caps.
Vamos a comenzar en breve.
We're going to start the conference momentarily. You're kindly requested to take your seats.
Gracias, por favor. Pueden tomar.
Thank you very much. Please take your seats. You're kindly requested to take your seats.
Gracias, pueden ir ingresando y acomodándose, por favor, en sus asientos. Ok. Bueno, señoras y señores, estamos a punto de iniciar la conferencia CReCER 2025. Buenos días con todos y todas. Good morning, bon dia. Bienvenidos a Lima, Perú.
We are about to start our conference, our CReCER 29. On behalf of the World Bank, the FC, the International Accountants Organization, the Ministry of Economy and Finance, and the Certified Accountants Board, welcome to Lima, Peru. This is the opening ceremony of the CReCER 2025, Accelerating Sustainability and Innovation for the economic growth of Latin America and the Caribbean. Since its first edition that took place in 2027 in Mexico, CReCER has facilitated the growth of regional and international networks and supported the economic and development agendas of Latin American and Caribbean countries. CReCER 2025, Accelerating Sustainability and Innovation for Economic Growth of Latin America and the Caribbean, proposes to address several key issues, including the latest developments concerning requirement of sustainability reports and assurance for the private and public sectors, risk management in the midst of unprecedented challenges, the implications of generative artificial intelligence for internal control, financial information, and independent auditing, the evolution of our challenges and opportunities that are faced by the accounting profession in the light of the sustainability and the technology agendas. We are now going to continue with our opening sermon, and we're going to invite in the first place Eric Laura Serrano, Vice Minister for Economy and Finance, and representation of the Ministry of Economy and Finance of Peru, Mr. Jose Antonio Gelarde Isam Aboslema, Director of the World Bank for Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador, and Peru. Kindly join us on the podium. Ezequiel Cambiaso, Operations Head of the Inter-American Development Bank for Peru. Lee White, Executive Director of the International Federation of Accountants. And Jennifer Haskell, Representative of the Global Committee for Public Policy. Thanks to all of you. We are now going to invite the Director of the World Bank for Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador, and Peru, Mr. Isam Aboslema, for his opening welcome remarks. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lima, Peru. For those of you who are attending this conference from abroad, Mr. Eric Laura Serrano, Vice Minister of Economy and Finance of Peru, Mr. Ezequiel Cambiaso, also known Chodi, a representative for operations of the IDB in Peru, Mr. Lee White, Executive Director of the International Federation of Accountants, Ms. Jennifer Haskell, representative of the Global Committee for Public Policy, controllers, representatives of professional accounting and auditing and regulator organizations, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to welcome you to the 12th CReCER organization, a platform that since 2007 has strengthened transparency, accountability, and the quality of tax and financial reporting in Latin America and the Caribbean. We are honored to welcome you in Lima, together with the Ministry of Economy and Finance of Peru, the board of the Certified Accountants of Peru, and our regional and international partners in the accounting and financial partners. We thank you for your commitment and your presence here, where we're looking for, excuse me, a technological issue here.
No, No, pero yo voy a salir de esto, pero para...
I'm going to leave the application, but I would like the opportunity to welcome you again. This platform was launched in 2017, as I said earlier, and this platform helps all accountants, controllers, and accounting professionals throughout Latin America and the Caribbean to get together at least once every couple of years to share knowledge and, moreover, to strengthen a network among the professionals so that they can help each other throughout the profession. So having said that, I want to welcome you one more time. It is really a pleasure to see you all here with us, and I expect that you will enjoy these days and make the most of the panels that we will be presenting. Adriana, please. Thank you, Isam. Now we will turn the floor to Mr. Ezequiel Cambiaso, Head of Operations for the IDB in Peru, for his words, for his remarks. To begin with, welcome everybody, in particular, as my colleague and dear friend Sam just said, for those of you who are visiting us for the first, second, or third time in Peru, we expect that you will enjoy the gastronomy, which is a trademark and a privilege for all those of us who have the privilege and the possibility of be in this beautiful Peruvian country. I would like to start by welcoming our Vice Minister of Economy and Finance, Mr. Lara, for attending the General Controller of Peru, the representative of the World Bank, Mr. Oliver, and the authorities of the International Accountants Federation, the Public Policy Global Committee, the accountants of FOCAL, and the certified accountants of Peru, and the representative auditing and accounting international companies, professional and academic leaders, and our colleagues that are here in presence as well as remotely. It is for me an honor and privilege to welcome you warmly to this transcendental meeting that brings together the main players and leaders in government and industry to dialogue, discuss, exchange experiences and good practices to promote transparency and accountability, and therefore strengthen the Latin American and Caribbean region in matters of accounting, auditing, and financial management in view of the major economic, social, and environmental challenges faced by our regions. I want to underscore that IDB has remained loyal to its commitment to support these spaces that where we foster experience sharings and knowledge among the organizations that lead initiatives and reforms in matters of auditing and financing. As a bank, we have witnessed the discussions in the effort to align international standards to our local practices, but to keep as a guiding light transparency and accountability to the citizens on the use of public funds. In particular, CReCER 2025 has acquired particular relevance as it is gathered as in a climate that requires strengthening accountability, controls, and auditing of programs in regards of climate resilience. This scenario requires to adapt our economic models and the way that we educate and make management transparency in view of climate challenges through coordinated actions and initiatives. In this respect, sustainability reports that include transparency and good figures consolidated as key tools to guide strategic decision making by allowing clear and consistent communication of a value over the long term, integrating environmental, social, governance issues based on new accounting standards that will be shared during this conference. In addition, without exception, we're all immersed in a technological revolution that is driven by tools that are constantly evolving, such as artificial intelligence and data analysis. Tools are no longer a futuristic concept, but have become a futuristic reality, tangible realities that have transformed the ways in which we cooperate among ourselves. And against this background, it is fundamental to analyze its disruptive impact in reporting through the optimizations of our financial report and the redivision of the scope of externally independent audits. At IDB, we are committed to continue supporting these debates and initiatives that will allow us to face the existing present challenges so that our region will have stronger and more transparent accountability systems, and precisely the synergies that we promoted this 12th CReCER conference provided significant value to the agenda that will be addressing and underscore the need to continue working together to foster knowledge sharing at the service of our region as a whole. This day and a half of intense exchanges, we will have the privilege of listening to experts and references in this matter to participate in enriching debates and to share highly valuable experiences. I invite you to participate actively in each session, to connect with your colleagues, and to make the most of this learning and collaboration space, and to strengthen and create new connections. We expect that this meeting will be a catalyst for reflection, innovation, and action. And this will help us face the future with a fresh view and determination. We thank you for your participation, and we thank you for your participation in these very productive sessions. As my colleague Sam just said, we expect that this space will be an opportunity for growth, innovation, and a sharing so that we can together build an agenda aimed at the future but acting in at present. Thank you very much, and we wish you the very best success in your efforts. Thank you, Mr. Cambiaso. Indeed, for those of you who have visited Peru for the first time, food is the thing. So welcome again. And now we're going to turn it over to Mr. Lee White. He is Executive Director of the International Accountants Federation, IFA, International Federation of Accountants.
Let me add my thanks to all of you to be here today, to engage with us. I think we've got a tremendous program ahead of us, and I just wanted to share a couple of themes to see what we could explore during our time together. But let me start with some thank yous to the Deputy Finance Minister, Serrano. Thank you very much. I had an opportunity briefly to talk to the Deputy Minister before the start of this event, and I very much look forward to hearing what you wish to share with us today. Thank you. I do want to also recognise our fellow founders of CReCER who are with us here today. Thank you very much as well. This is the 12th CReCER. That's, quite a history already built up, which is impressive. IFAC has been there right from day one, and our support and commitment will always be supporting in this continent and importantly to this type of event. But I might share a little bit more about that as well. I do want to recognise as well our IFAC member here in Peru, the JDCCPP, or as I like to know, the Peruvian Certified Accountants. Thank you very much for hosting as well. We greatly appreciate our working relationship. For those not familiar with IFAC, we are an international membership body, 187 members from around the globe, many from this continent, and about 145 countries. So for us, the accounting profession is truly global, truly global. We bring members, but also stakeholders together. We have a very strong convening power, and we believe we're better together, And so when we think of the priorities of our profession, it will feed into some of the themes that we will then discuss. We've advocated for a number of years regarding the whole momentum on sustainability, but we were responding. It wasn't only an initiative by the global accounting profession, we were responding as well to the demand that came from government, the demand that came from regulators, and the demand that came from the global investor community to really see the momentum, the development of what's occurring with sustainability reporting, private and public sectors. And I think some of our engagement today will allow us to explore that much more deeply. One remark I did want to share with you is, I have the privilege of being the CEO of IFAC, which means I do get to different parts around the globe. And right at this moment, colleagues, you can feel a sense of strain in international relations. And when that level of strain and volatility and unpredictability is there, then often minds and views go towards where is there a sense of stability in these times. And my view is, and I'm very proud to say this, that the view of stability comes from the global accounting profession. I gave you the numbers earlier. Those numbers truly mean we are global. And when you think about the functions, whatever they are, of professional accountants and their commitment to integrity and public interest, means that we are drawn to providing the stability and the connection of that stability to stronger economic prosperity. And why wouldn't people wish to be attracted to that in light of the level of volatility that does occur? I did want to also recognise our board member, our IFAC board member who's here today, Francisco Santana. Thank you, Francisco, for being here. He told me, if you do know Francisco, he told me he arrived about 1 o'clock this morning, so thank you very much for the commitment. But it's really important that as a global organisation, our representation, our involvement comes from all parts of the globe, not just some. So my priority is to continue to elevate the letter I in IFAC to truly be international. So let me conclude then by wishing you all the very best. I'm here for the next few days. Come and say g'day. I really want to enjoy the engagement that we have. I was fortunate last year in the very early phase of my tenure to be in Bogota. We were hosted there very kindly and it was a tremendous event. And so whilst today and the next few days will be different, it does leave us with the sense of momentum in these types of events from Bogota and IFAC Connect through to CReCER today and forward as well. Thank you, enjoy the engagement, and I look forward to hearing much more. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. White. And
Thank you, Mr. White. We will now invite Mrs. Jennifer Haskell, representative of the Global Office for Public Policy. Welcome, Ms. Haskell.
I really wish I could do the speech in Spanish. I did study it for more years than I'd like to admit, and then incredibly terrible, so will not attempt it. But it's lovely to be in Peru for the first time ever. It's a gorgeous city of Lima. I wish I could see the whole country, and also my first time at the CReCER conference. But as I understand it, it is a really, really valuable forum to bring a lot of people together, diverse stakeholders with the common cause of promoting transparency, trust, and accountability into both financial and non-financial reporting. And we're so grateful that you made the time to come and spend on these important topics. I am the Global Audit and Assurance Quality Excellence Leader for Deloitte. I'm here representing the Global Public Policy Committee. If you're not familiar with that, it is the 6th largest accounting networks globally. And, we are committed, we work very closely with IFAC and with all of the constituencies here to really advance the cause of trust, transparency, and accountability for financial and non-financial reporting. It's incredibly critical, and I appreciate everybody's commitment to the public interest in doing so. Just wanted to make a couple of remarks. Clearly, there will be a focus on sustainability. I don't want to, the best part of going number 4 out of 5 is you can just echo what everybody else on the esteemed panel has said already about the importance of engagement and dialogue and continuing to progress this very important topic. With respect to sustainability, I just wanted to call out a few things. Number 1, sustainability information and its relationship to value creation, resiliency, and long-term viability for companies is as important as it ever has been. Some comments were made about the current environment, which is challenging, but I think it's really important to keep focused on the prize that sustainability information is vital for users of financial information to have. Transparency around risks and opportunities is critical to investors and others. I think we're encouraged by the amount of voluntary reporting that still remains, even as perhaps rulemaking on required reporting may change or alter. But I think voluntary reporting is a sign of how the community as a whole is pushing for these very important disclosures to be made and understood. On the topic of professional standards themselves, it is so important, I think critical, to have a global baseline of standards, both for corporate reporting, sustainability reporting, as well as assurance. It is so significant in my mind because that is the backbone of what sponsors consistency and comparability across information. And if you're receiving information that is based on different frameworks, sometimes it's really difficult for anybody reading the report to understand how it compares across industries, across geographies. So, we very much promote having a single baseline. The reality of life is sometimes there are jurisdictions or other reasons why you might need to have additional requirements, and that is where I think it's important to understand the interoperability of those standards, because interoperability is great, but you need to understand as users of the reporting where it differs. And companies need to understand that interoperability doesn't always mean if you do the disclosures under one framework, you're covering all the other frameworks. So really focusing on those comparability and consistency pieces. GPPC has supported capacity building around ISSB, really encouraged, particularly in this region, to see the advancement of ISSB selected as a framework for sustainability reporting. Amongst other activities, we try to build the knowledge and skills through promotion of educational materials and things like that. And again, the purpose of this, besides lifting all boats, is really to sponsor that consistent and comparable understanding of the standards, which leads to consistent and comparable reporting outcomes. So I'll stop there and appreciate once again your engagement in these important topics, and I really look forward to the next few days, and thank you for coming.
Gracias. Agradecemos a los representantes de los...
Thank you very much for the support of the global partners of CReCER for their encouraging welcome words. Now we're going to invite the Vice Minister for the Treasury, Mr. Eric Laura Serrano, to share with us his welcoming remarks on behalf of the Minister of Economy and Finance, Mr. Jose Solardi. Good morning.
Director for Bolivia, Chile, Ecuador, and Peru. Mr. Ezequiel Cambiaso, Head of Operations, IDB Representation in Peru. Mr. Lee White, Chief Executive Officer of the International Federation of Accountants. Ms. Jennifer Haskell, Representative of the Global Public Policy Committee. Distinguished panelists, guests, and attendees. Let me do the speech in English, please. It is a pleasure to welcome all of you to the 12th Conference on Accounting and Accountability for the Regional Economic Growth, CReCER 2025, an invaluable forum for sharing experiences, strengthening partnerships, and promoting dialogue on transparency, accountability, and sustainable economic growth in Latin America and the Caribbean. This year's edition, entitled Accelerating Sustainability and Innovation for Economic Growth in Latin America and the Caribbean, reflects both the urgency and the opportunity that we have as a region to move towards more resilient, inclusive, and green economies. In this endeavor, sustainability reporting, the digital transformation of financial information, and the strengthening of control systems become strategic pillars. Since its first edition in 2007, CReCER Conference has built a distinguished track record. Over the course of 11 editions, it has become a regional platform for discussing public policy, good practices, and emerging challenges in both the public and the private sector. The most recent editions, Mexico in 2017, Costa Rica in 2019, and Brazil in 2023, clearly show how the topics addressed have anticipated today's priorities: trust, accountability, and technological sustainability. Allow me to particularly highlight the importance of accounting as a vital component in the design and implementation of some fiscal strategies. High quality, reliable, and timely accounting information enables informed decision-making, institutional performance assessment, and the efficient use of public resources. In times of great global uncertainty, such as those we are currently facing, public sector accounting becomes a crucial tool for safeguarding fiscal sustainability, promoting citizens' trust, and attracting investment that drives economic development. The concept of digital transformation is highly relevant for the Ministry of Economy and Finance of Peru. A clear example of this is our ongoing management of the project entitled Improving Public Sector Financial Management through Digital Transformation. In this project, it was established that in order to enhance the quality of information services for the management of public sector, digital transformation is a fundamental instrument. In this regard, one of the main beneficiaries is the citizen, as improved information enables the state to design and implement better public policies. This year's program also invites us to reflect on how artificial intelligence and data analytics are redefining control and audit systems, and how the accountancy profession can proactively adapt to a rapidly evolving business environment without losing its ethical foundation or its commitment to integrity. I would like to thank the global partners and organizers who made this gathering possible. I hope these sessions will not only be rich in content, but will also strengthen our shared commitment to building more transparent, sustainable, and equitable economies. Welcome to Lima, welcome to CReCER 2025, and try to enjoy as much as possible our delicious food. Thank you so much.
Gracias, señor viceministro, por honrarnos con.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, for attending this opening ceremony. CReCER 2025 has been officially opened, and please thank the representatives for with a round of applause. And now, please kindly take your